Welcome back to Land of Plenty. Um, been doing a lot of maintenance on machines right now because it's fall and I want to get them all fired up again. And so um, I was realizing I haven't been on so long that I should start sharing what's going on here again. So just a second. Today, uh, today I'm going to change the oil on my generator. Now I just changed the oil on my chipper, and there's a reason why I'm pointing it out. Most of these engines are simple, just copies of the same thing, but they have a different tool put on the end of each one. This one has a chipper put on the end. That one has a generator put on the end of a gas motor. But what they have in common is these little shallow oil situations. This is the drain plug. This is the fill. And there actually is one on the opposite side too. See? And there's the direction. You basically fill it as high as that is. So clearly draining one shouldn't be any technical problem. Filling it though, it needs to be level. I actually take a level and set it on there so that I get the oil level right. These things happen to actually spurt a lot of oil over the course of their running. It actually comes out of the exhaust, so you lose oil, you have to check it. I take my offset wrench there and get that off. Oh, it's already loose. Trying to catch it, and then it's going down there into my oil pan. This oil actually looks pretty good compared to the other one. The other machine I showed you had just gross black oil. With this I can still see a little bit of amber going through that little flow of oil. Anyway, it won't be that much. I've got a couple quarts here. You can look it up in your manual how much it needs. But like I said earlier, you just go up to the bottom of this, the oil fill. That neck is actually angled so that it's at the right level, and that's all you need. There is a tiny dipstick on this, but what I just told you is the standard. So yeah, give this 5 minutes, it'll drip out, and then just put the plug back on there. Hold on, time out for cake. You just always got to say time and room for cake. I'll put the recipe for this down below. Coconut cake, it's awesome. Next, I got the unit as level as I could get it, both ways. Got a little funnel with a long tube going down there. This is actually the one they gave me for this machine. And just go slow. It'll probably be around a quart. Be sure and back off once in a while and pull the thing fully out so you can know, because sometimes you could be overfilling it, and instead of spilling out to indicate, it'll be filling up in the hose, and when you pull it out, more than you intend to will come out. So on that wise, you might want to actually keep the oil pan under there, even though you've already changed the oil, and probably pull it out of the way. When you do that, you probably want to put it underneath there so that it'll maybe catch any excess, and get it on your surface there. Okay, there's the oil fill. You can see a little dripping out there. Like I said, that little neck is tipped back at like a 40-degree angle, so it will actually retain oil, see. And then you've got this. It's got little graduated marks on there. Having trouble with focus, but there it is. And that's another way, because once you put it in there fully, it will actually take the reading. But yeah, this is good to go now. And it was hardly a quart. Winning. So another thing to look at when you're doing your maintenance is your airflow parts, your air filters and stuff. See, with this situation, I actually got a new one for the chipper, so that's taken care of. I put the whole new box on because the back broke off, so I got a new little filter with that. But this other one, for example, you know, if you don't have the exact filter and can't replace it, you can get a little more mileage out of it by just blowing it out. See, that's not necessary with this style. Not like a chainsaw or something that has some kind of nylon paper you have to blow out. This is just a little oil-filled sponge. And there's another one behind it. So that's actually in good shape. I don't need to do anything to that. But yeah, don't forget to do the air intakes maintenance. And if you use a gasoline appliance and it hasn't and it hasn't been used all year, and you left the fuel in it, you should probably change that fuel out. The chipper I knew it had water in the fuel tank from weather, and I never got to changing it. And what happened was, when I checked on it, there was actually rust in the tank, and I had to clean it out because all the water and all the gas evaporated. So watch out for that. And if you want to store it with fuel in it, like gas, put a fuel stabilizer in it. That's good for 2 years. But this guy actually runs on propane. I'll put a link on that too. Pretty happy with it. I've had it, this is my 3rd year, and it runs on propane. We get about 14 hours of use on that. With let's see, I think maybe, you know, there might be some heavier wattage stuff that was used on that too, so you might get 15 or 16 hours if you stretched it, but off of a 5-gallon propane tank. All right, that was it. Oh, I was going to blow that out, but it's done. I don't need to. That was changing the oil and your minor maintenance on things. Remember, the tool's always lighter in your own yard. Have a great day.